The fog on the lake was thick enough to hide a grizzly bear, and that was exactly how I liked my mornings at the cabin. Empty, quiet, mine. At 5:45 a.m., I was on the porch with a cup of coffee, watching the mist swirl off the black water. That's when the sound of a car crunching down the gravel drive ruined everything. I recognized the vehicle. A white SUV, spotless except for the pink HOA proud sticker on the rear window. Karen. She was out of the car before the engine died, wearing pastel sneakers and a visor like she'd stepped straight out of a catalog titled Suburban Tyrant. "You can't be here," she announced before her foot touched the steps. "Morning to you too," I said, sipping my coffee. "This cabin is in violation of Lake Association policy. You need to leave immediately. This is private property." "Actually," I said, gesturing with my mug, "this cabin's been here since before your HOA ever existed, and the county records still say my name." She blinked at me like a confused parrot. Then she did the thing, she pulled out her phone. "I'm calling 911. I laughed. "On what grounds?" "Drinking coffee." "On trespassing. I'm president of the Homeowners Association, and you are not authorized to occupy this dwelling." "Knock yourself out," I said, leaning back. She stormed off a few yards, pacing, narrating loudly to the dispatcher. "Yes, there's a man refusing to vacate a cabin. Yes, we need immediate response. This is a restricted lake. I am the president." I waited, sipping, until she turned back, triumphant. "They're on their way. You'll be gone in half an hour." "Karen," I said quietly, "you do realize that the only boat ramp your HOA uses? It's on my land." Her smugness cracked a little. "What? You've been paying a token access fee to my family for decades. I've been nice about it. Let you all use it. But you call cops on me?" The crunch of tires on gravel announced the sheriff's SUV. Deputy Harris stepped out, hand resting on his belt, looking as tired as I felt. "What's the problem here?" he asked. Karen launched into a tirade so fast she barely breathed. "Illegal occupation, endangering the community, has no right to be here, needs to be removed immediately." The deputy held up a hand. "Ma'am, slow down." "Sir, can I see your ID?" I handed him my driver's license and, more importantly, the folder I'd brought with me this trip. Inside was the property deed, updated last year, showing the cabin, the land, and yes, the waterfront including the HOA's only boat ramp. Harris flipped through it, nodding slowly. "Everything looks in order," he said. Karen blinked. "What? He can't just..." "Ma'am," Harris said patiently. "He owns this cabin and the ramp, legally. You don't have jurisdiction here. If anything, you're trespassing." I smiled. "Deputy, would you kindly explain that the association's access to my ramp is a privilege?" Harris grinned, just a little. "Not guaranteed by law, that's for sure." Karen turned the color of boiled shrimp. You can't do this. We have boats. Parties." "I can actually," I said. "And unless I get a written apology for this stunt, I'll be locking that gate by next weekend." The look on her face was worth more than all the lakefront property in the county. Harris tipped his hat to me and ushered her back toward her SUV as she ranted about ungrateful hermits and community standards. By the time the fog burned off the lake, peace returned. I poured myself another cup of coffee and thought about how quiet things might be around here once the only boat ramp in 3 miles was behind a padlock. Funny how fast people learn about property lines when they're standing on the wrong side.